What's good, everyone? Can you all hear me? Yeah? Alright, so I go by the name of Femi Nisola, spoken word artist from East London. I got a couple, I got a couple poems I want to get out, and I don't do this introduction stuff, so let's just get right into it. Today I lost my virginity. I was on that stage where you can be hard 1 minute, then flop in the next. That's real scrutiny. Because my heart was racing at 1,000 beats per minute. There was no rehearsal, it was just get yourself prepared to do your bit. And I hadn't even gathered my composure yet. Because the guy I was just listening to, I mean, these bars were sick. And I mean real ill. Because I thought about me and said, how do I compete with this? His bravado exceeds and complies with real skill. If I do my bit, I better come out with lyrics that are better, or compete with phrases that's real true. And to be honest, I've never done anything like this. So I clear my throat and start speaking. Within the first 3 seconds, I see all eyes on me like they're peeping. Trepidation takes over and I start thinking, am I speaking another language? Or is this just a part of the act when one comes out upon this canvas? See, I can paint the picture. It goes like this. Can we welcome Femi to the stage? I look over and I see bear mumbling in the crowd. Yeah, I bet he's not even cold. You're right, I'm not, because I'm rather blitz. I'm a big boat, you couldn't sail against me. You need a larger ship, so don't go against this, even with your crew. I'm telling you, you need a larger clique. And for peace sake, wave your white flags. You can call that, we would rather quit. Hold on, my set never went anything like that. It was more of a highlighted childhood memory and facts. It was East London, growing up with my mother, playing out in estates like flats. Yes, you can say my childhood was black, and I wouldn't have it any other way. What, white? No, I don't even think I'd fit in like that. Now I see bewilderment amongst the audience. I see multiple faces confused, puzzled and the ones who screwed. But that was just a task I was asked to do. But the guy I was just listening to, I mean, these bars were sick, but I caught the flu. Now they're sending loud applauses to the one. Give me a standing ovation and I'd celebrate with 1, 2. After the audience left, I went and spoke with the one. He said, yo, you got concepts. Brother, all them other artists, they're just nonsense. This boosted up my ego by 5% because I told him, bro, you were fire and I've definitely got talent. Look, I thanked him for his critique and thought, maybe that's how the religious man feels before the congregation as he's about to preach. As in time, we all give one type of offering to reduce the amount of people in life going through suffering. Because the guy I was just listening to, I mean, these bars were sick and I caught the flu, which must mean I am too. Get it? I said his bars are sick and I caught the flu, which must mean I am too. Thank you. So, getting into the next one, in order to achieve success, generally you have to make a sacrifice. And this can lead to resorts, vocational pictures, the internet, illustrations, a paradise. So in this quarantine moment, I picked up a book and found scriptures which emphasize stories I consider to be fictional but has the power to actualize revolution from within. And this growth is the key I sanctify. I've unlocked the door to solidarity, a new version of me. I've broken out of the previous show and found my pristine form humanity. There's no way the old version of you can overstand this clarity. No chance of getting past the 5 books, that's your Deuteronomy. Real straight evidence or no believer, pastor deacon preaching theology. Simultaneous energy, trying to get the P's up is lower standard derogatory points where limits are in place. So making a purchase stems from necessities of hunger. Getting big bucks for a big meal, my ambition's the recipe. So in order to achieve success, this has to become a part of the accessories. No feeling sorry for myself because life cannot be a blessing and curse to me. If I'm aiming for the pinnacle, I'd be coated in the haze of victory. See, there's no return for me because I'm at that point and image describes connections. It's uniformity as enrichment of the mind is the honey I'm searching for. She'd be my paragon, pictured naked. I dive right in and take the knowledge I'm searching for. No, really, she's a meaningful pursuit, like poker, desired cards, replica of the same suit. Royal flush status, I'm missing a crown, but the mind I possess made for a worthy recruit because I'm just a regular brother with a simple goal. In a city they say born a crime, but the bar stay cold like snow. If I could freestyle, that's a ticket for all of you to hear these words on show. But my presentation's more like show and tell. PowerPoint slide with an articulate flow of detail. So be sure to have a high attention span, because poets discussion involves the yous and I's. Let's come united and execute this social plan, because knowledge to me is like a drug addict stuck on crack. Hence the reason I've been on this journey, like I'm searching for gold but really searching for facts. Reality sets its tone through any type of form, and it couldn't be any clearer, as in conditions where nature brews a storm. Hurricane or tornado, it's still a twist, but knowledge will always have you visually clear through the blinding mist. So always remember this. It's a poet's discussion, man. And 2 more pieces, guys, yeah? So look. Every day, racism is the face of a black issue. Personally, I couldn't care less about the insults, the monkey chants, or the word nigger, as these words fail to diss you. It's the real agenda that makes my brow raise with concern. Stories that catch fire and once in public strikingly burn, such as homosexuality, being forced by a curriculum to children that barely know their left and right, and this subject becomes a normality. Now us blacks have defended our honor of whites ranting on about this melanated color. They can bring this topic into the light from underneath the cover by injecting madness into society and see if people take on the endeavor. You see, it's these sort of issues which cross my mind, and every day people like to brush it beneath the carpet or choose to play blind. This ain't no half time or time out like you're on the side of the line. It's as real as it gets, so keep up with the times before we all slip and fall behind. It's a poet's discussion, man. Okay, let's talk black history. Are we talking Africa, Moors, or Egyptian mystery? Hold on, wait, I think I made a mistake. I ain't dealing his story, I'm taking it roots, so let me rephrase to our story. We come from the continent of diamonds and gold. Wealth was determined from the amount of niggas the white man sold. 400 years later, here we are presenting the 21st century, spiritually lost. The new wealth is driven by big cars such as Mercedes or Bentley. I can't say I'm not driven to achieve some of these things, but how much money do I need to accumulate this fancy bling? We come from the continent of petroleum and oil. Now we don't find value in our God-given soil. We used to harvest the plantain, mangoes, and even bamboo-looking plants, which we know as the sugar cane. Cultivating our land, they called us a cult. But without the cultivation, how can we establish our culture? Planting seeds has just been in our nature. And when we birth the kids, we see the resemblance in our future. We come from the continent of royalty and spirit. Black attire, so attractive symbolically, we deserve the credit. They couldn't implement the tools to break down the spirit because it's black power, carbon copy, or call it dark melanated spirit. That's our reality, in which I know society could never try, because I am something they could never gimmick. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Follow me on Instagram, Femi Nisola, F-E-M-I-N-I-S-O-L-A. And shout out to Run It, shout out to Shiny Suit Fury. Come on.
Thank you.